I got water, so that's all I need. Thanks, I appreciate it. What's that? Jalapeno chips, you're right. No, we're not even, the cameraman's not even ready yet, so. We're rolling. And welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. I do, it means a lot. Pretty big announcement, right? And by big, I do mean pretty big, not bad. This is the widest thing that we've ever seen from the Liberty family of safes. We're gonna jump right into this right now. It's called the Collector. Let's get educated. Size, weight, fire, price, all these things. Stick around to the end to find out all the details, and of course, comment section, get after it. Let's get into this video. So, what about it? It's big, but what else? Let's start with a quick breakdown of what we see in front of us as always, and then we'll just go down the rabbit hole from there so you can learn all the ins and outs of this thing. Step one, this is the Collector, I already said that, but you see it here in a textured black finish, okay? With the textured black finish, we get the polished chrome hardware. So that includes our polished chrome ProLogic lock that comes with it. Yes, you can change that to a mechanical, just say the word, put it on whatever combination you want it to be. The 3-spoke handle is in chrome as well. Now what you don't see in front of you, I'm gonna skip around right there, it is available in another finish, and that's called marble gray. Let's do a thing where I like to do the roll that beautiful B-roll footage. So here we've got the gray marble finish. Difference is that it comes in a black chrome hardware, so the keypad would be in black chrome, and then the 3-spoke handle would be in black chrome, okay? Again, mechanical is available. What do you see in front of you? Size-wise, yes, 'tis 60.5 inches tall. Put that right on the screen. It is, gonna mess with your minds a little bit, 27.5 inches deep. That does not include the hardware, okay? So add about 2.5 inches, plus it has a plug in the back, we'll get to it. You're gonna add for that too for your space, okay? So 27.5 inches deep, but the kicker, this bad mamma jamma, follow me with a little ruler, is 54 inches wide. It's a lot of space. It really, really is. What you see in front of you. Let's go with, did I already say that? I did. I'm curious which one, if you saw the B-roll, do you like the gray marble better or do you like the black texture better? I am curious what you think. And with that, if you like things and you're a thing of liking things, or a person who likes things and things that like to be liked, like this, hit the button, smash it. Notification, subscribe, follow along. This that you don't see, but it is in front of your eyeballs, is an 11 gauge steel. 11 gauge is nice. I think we're probably gonna see that in the safe market making its way back. Steel got so high tremendously for so long in the 2020, 2021 era, starting to fluctuate a little bit. I think we're gonna start seeing more popular safes being made out of thicker steel again, and we're starting there with an 11 gauge steel. The door itself is created from an 11 gauge steel as well. And of course, with that, we have the interior hard plate that we don't see in front of us. And that's going to, again, reinforce the door and its strength for pry attacks and brute force. So you don't see that in front of you, but it is a part of the game. Now, you don't see it as well. There is a reed locker, which is like a mouse trap, as I always describe to people. Somebody comes up here, tries to brute force their way in, excuse me. It's gonna go off. Booby trap's gonna kind of lock it down to where pretty much a professional is about the only person who's gonna open it after that, okay? You don't see them, but they're there. Hinges. Let's see how those work. Now, do me a favor. Stay with me. By that, I mean eyes right here, okay? Don't look inside yet. We're not there. Internal hinges. So we get a nice, they call it 90. It's clearly a little bit past 90-degree swing. Massive door, yes. Again, stay with me, we'll get there. Let's move on to, you know what, I better say that before, that's only fair. With the 2-piece, you're not even listening, stop looking inside. With the 2-piece body design being brought back for this monster is pretty impressive, meaning that the side, the top, the other side, and the bottom of this rectangle It's not actually a square. That's one piece of steel, which is super impressive, something Liberty's always been able to do. After that, they take the back piece of steel, they put it in place, it gets continuously welded on the inside, it gets continuously welded on the outside, making a very secure box. Speaking of security, we've got 1/4 inch thick bolts, and they protrude from all 4 sides of this massive door. There's a total of 12 of those. And not only are they 1/4 inch thick, but they're 4 inches wide. Why is that important? As always, if somebody's trying to bust their way in, imagine if it was only a 1-inch bolt and it went behind and closed. Well, the only part of that 1-inch bolt touching would be right there. Not here, not there, not around it, obviously just right there. With a 4-inch wide bolt, the whole thing will go in there, and now the entire 4 inches is touching. It makes it exceptionally hard for somebody to try to break their way into it, okay? Fire, let's talk about a little bit of fire, okay? This bad boy came with, where's the sticker? It came with 110 minutes of fire protection at 1200 degrees. Make a little chart, see if we can make that make a little more sense before we continue talking about that. We'll go ahead and turn the lights off. No, I'm on camera. I'll take the sandwich in a minute. Okay, here we go. Imagine a fire is burning and it reaches as hot as 1200 degrees. And if it stays that hot continuously for 110 minutes, almost 2 hours, right? We're 10 minutes shy, guys. The internal temperature that entire time that it's sitting at 1200 degrees, right, will not breach 350 degrees on the inside. So that is super important to remember, okay? So that's the fire. Let's go ahead and turn the lights back on. Thank you. And let's go ahead and continue. Because with fire protection, it is super important that we have this seal going around the door jamb, right? So this is, I always say it wrong, because I always say Palusol, but to be super fair, this one's actually the V seal. Now, if the fire does reach the safe and it is engulfed in it for the 110 minutes of 1200 degrees we talked about, that seal itself will start expanding around 257 degrees roughly, creating a tighter seal, or getting rid of the gap between the door and the body. Super important, super useful, we want that. Where are we? Did you say that yet? Yes, you did. Good job, buddy. So, with this much width, and I apologize, I'm a little embarrassed. This thing just dropped. I mean, like, we just unloaded it and ran in here to make a video. I didn't have any guns with me. So you get what you get. This thing is so wide and at a certain height and at a certain depth, it is built for 72 long guns. I know. So with that, yes, I know, scopes, half, I know. However, if you will see Exhibit A, all 4 of these are optics, or weapons with optics, excuse me. A couple holographics, magnifier, red dot, and then just your classic old, I don't even know what that is. Maybe it's a burst. So those fit fine. I've got plenty of room to keep stuffing more in there. I could have crowded them all in there and made a point. I should have brought everything and just filled the thing to show you. But anyway, it will hold quite a few wet-pounds. Shelving, there are 6 of them. No, guns, I'm sorry. 72 long guns, 12 pistols. Of course, we've got pouches and zippers and whatever. There's some magazines in there and some stuff. I don't know, what do you got? Binoculars? Binoculars, you put that in there. What do you got? Yeah, you put a duck call in there. Get creative, okay? This is coming with 6 shelves. So we can do a lot. They call this a 6-in-1 flex, which would be their biggest one, meaning they don't have another thing that's 6-in-1. And what 6-in-1 means is that you've got all these different variations, right? We can go, as I have it here, where I've got shelving and you want to put your guitar right there. I don't know what you're doing. It's okay, I don't judge you. We can go all gun, we can go partial gun, we can go 2/3 gun, 1/3 gun, we can go shelves all the way, and we can go nose guns, we can do all kinds of things. That's what when you see that, when they say 6-in-1 flex interior, what does that mean? Those are all the different options on how you can set this thing up. So you've got, obviously we've got LED lights going. It came with them. So we went ahead and slapped them together for you. When you get the safe, you're allowed to, or you're given lights in a box. So you can set the lights up wherever, however you want to. This is how we did it. I thought it lit it up pretty well. There's obviously an outlet kit. So when we talked earlier about that depth, remember? I said you've got to allow for that. There is a plug in the back, probably get a shot of that, with an electrical cord coming out of the back of it so we can get that power. That leaves two open receptacles down there, so you can go ahead and add a dehumidifier for humidity, watch winder, hard drives, because you can do, you can slide USB through it or Cat5 through it or whatever. So you can do, you can leave your hard drive in there. Like I said, you can do your NVR recording system, whatever your kids are into these days. You guys are wild. I'm just trying to keep up. I think it's very important that I also mention this thing comes in at a stout 1,140 pounds. It's a lot of weight. So for all my guys and gals up north with your basements and you're thinking about it, call a professional, please. It's really heavy, it's really big. The safe is exceptionally moderately priced in this market for, again, 1/4-inch bolts, all 4 sides door, 110-minute fire, 11 gauge steel. I mean, massive capacity. This thing starts as seen, minus my weapons inside of it, not happening. Starts at $3,999. Can I get one of those like the numbers like fade in? Let me just fade in. Let me try it again. $3,999, okay? There's a couple other options, or prices, I should say. That gray marble we talked about, that one jumps up a little bit. I don't think it's much. Maybe $200, something like that. You get the gist. This is something to consider seriously for I need a lot more and kind of a one and done buy for a lot of people. Lots of space, lots of room, lots of security, lots of fire, lots of thank yous for you being here. My word, thank you for being here. Thanks for following along. Hopefully you liked, you subscribe. The content's good. Let us know what else we can do for you and questions down in the comments, what else I could have mentioned about this thing. Other than that, Robert, your friendly neighborhood locksmith, saying, till next time.